Hello friends, welcome to a new video. President Donald Trump's campaign of political revenge has just taken two embarrassing steps back and taken a giant leap forward. The dismissal of criminal cases against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James raised questions about the Justice Department's competence after a judge ruled that Trump's hand-picked prosecutor was illegally appointed amid a fast-moving campaign of political pressure. But the administration was not defeated after its double defeat on Monday. The Pentagon quickly announced an investigation into a video of a possible court-martial of war hero, NASA astronaut and Democratic Senator Mark Kelly, in which he and colleagues indicated that members of the military do not have to obey illegal orders. This came after Trump claimed last week that Kelly and other Democratic lawmakers, all lawmakers or members of the military, were involved in the video. Sedition, inciting rebellion against the state, which Trump has said is punishable by death. Trump has made no secret of his determination to use presidential power to prosecute his opponents in exchange for his own criminal convictions. It was a pillar of his 2024 presidential campaign. But using the military to target a political enemy crosses a new line and raises the possibility that veterans' free speech could be restricted if they criticize the commander-in-chief. It also marks an expansion of Trump's attempt to use government agencies to weaponize justice against his opponents, a process that the Comey and James cases show is already well underway at the DOJ. Defense Secretary Pat Hegseth has already fired senior military officers in an effort to build a team he believes is loyal to the president and his unwavering ethic of discretion for war fighters. He has also fired top legal officers who raise questions about the legality of the administration's policies, CNN reported. The unusual prospect that a retired Navy captain like Kelly could be recalled to duty to face trial under military justice threatens to further drag the process forward. What Trump is trying to say is, if I can go after him, I can go after anyone, said Paul Rekhoff, founder and CEO of Independent Veterans of America. This is crossing the Rubicon, Rekhoff told CNN's John Berman on Anderson Cooper 360. The idea that you can put Kelly back on active duty and threaten a court-martial is breaking glass that has never been broken before in the modern military. Because Kelly was a senior officer who had retired from the Navy, the law requires him to be available for recall to the military. The Pentagon said it could bring him back to service for a court-martial or administrative punishment. It was not immediately clear what possible charges against Kelly could be pursued, since his alleged crime was to point out a fact that military officers are only obligated to follow lawful orders under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. It is highly doubtful that the case against Kelly will reach anywhere near the court-martial stage, not least because a conviction would set a precedent that any retired member of the military could be permanently pursued by the government for remarks that are interpreted as criticism of the president's actions. A campaign-style stunt. But it didn't happen in a vacuum. Trump has ordered reservists and U.S. Marines to deploy to U.S. cities, which some judges have blocked. And many experts believe that the administration's raids on speedboats of alleged drug traffickers in the Caribbean and Pacific defies due process and may violate U.S. and international law and the Constitution. Thank you for watching our videos.